Hey everybody, this is the week rundown video for hopefully your last week of school. This will be dated on Tuesday, May 26th. It's actually Sunday the 24th. This is for Algebra 2. So a couple things to kind of wrap up your school year. It's very similar to my accelerated group because you guys have a lot of the things that are the same this week. All right. So first off, you guys are going to have 2 assessments this week. You're going to have one on the unit circle and one on graphing. You'll also have one assignment. That assignment, I'll treat it like closure. I'll give you the key for that as well. But use that, like, do the work and then go back and look at the answers. Okay, I know some of you are just going to copy it. I'm completely aware of that. And I kind of figure it out whenever I'm looking at assessments, okay? So for those of you that want to check your answers as you go, there you go. You're also going to have one instructional video. It's on the review. And what I did is that I took the review and I did a couple problems off of it so that you could see me doing them. All right. So if I asked you to find the sine of 4 pi over 3, I went over how you find the sine of 4 pi over 3. If I wanted you to find the cosine of 7 pi over 6, we went over how you found those. And it's not that difficult if you're watching the videos. It's really not. It's not that bad at all. All right, so again, you'll have 2 assessments. The one that'll be labeled your last assessment will be the graphing assessment. That'll be the one that after I get everything in, I will just comment if you passed or you failed the semester. So generally speaking, if you passed, just keep in mind if you pass for the 3rd quarter and you pass the 4th quarter, if your percentages don't work out, like if it averaged to like a 60%, that's failing for the semester, but just keep in mind that I will change that to passing. So pass 3rd quarter, pass 4th quarter, that means that you have passed. Please just be patient with me because when I change grades like that, what happens is when other people give me stuff and I have to post their grade, everything changes back to what it was. So I can't make those changes until everybody has their grade finished. So just, like I said, just be patient. If you want to email me, you can. I always look at my grades and all I'm going to do is look at, there's a spreadsheet and it'll say 3rd quarter, 4th quarter, and it'll be like A, P, pass. And it would be, if it would be like D, P, fail, or incomplete, then I would change that to pass. And I go through all those every year whenever I look at any kind of grading. All right. But just know that that's the assessment that I'll tell you if you passed or not. Let's see here. Also, for those, you have 2 assessments. Those you can do corrections on 3 times. Now, kind of keep in mind, you guys, that I am not only correcting your stuff, I'm correcting your classmate stuff, and I'm correcting my other class stuff. I have 4 classes this week that have 2 assessments due each, so I got to give them scores, like 1st, 2nd, 3rd with feedback or whatever. And I might not get to that as soon as you might want me to. I'm doing things as fast as I can. I'm not sitting around doing nothing, but I'm doing things as fast as I can. I got you guys, 4 of them, 4 classes with 2, and then I have 1 class with 1 assessment. So I'm going to try to get through things as quickly as I can. Everything this week will be due Thursday at 4. That'll give me some time on Friday, Thursday night, and Friday to start getting some correcting done and allowing some of you guys to know that you need to make some corrections to raise your grade. All right. Just keep in mind, again, all of your assessments, it's 1st score, 2nd score, final score. Okay. You'll get those back that many times. Again, everything's due Thursday at 4. Now, keep in mind, too, whenever you get me things that are late after 4 o'clock this time around, I may have so much correcting that I won't get to the late stuff after I'm done correcting all the stuff that was in on time. So I may have to do that on Friday. So if you're wondering, like, usually if I do it at 4:01, I get it in, or she gives me credit, that might not be the case with the amount of stuff I have to grade this week. All right. Also, you might find that I'm grading maybe the 1st assessment early and the 2nd one I didn't get to. And that just might be because I want to try to get some grading done early because I think I'm going to have a lot of stuff to do on Friday. And I'm trying really hard to get it done as fast as I can. All right. Google Meets. So if you have questions, Google Meets, pretty much the same as they've been. Tuesday, you guys are 1:20 to 1:40, and I'll field questions from anybody from 2 to 2:30. And then Wednesday, it's a morning because I have all those meetings during the day. You guys are 10 to 10:20, and then I field questions from everybody or anybody from 11 to 11:30. There is no Thursday Google Meet because I want to get some time to correct in the afternoon. And in the morning, I have to go to Lincoln High School and clean out my classroom. So I will not be at my computer Thursday morning at all. I have to get in there and I have to clean out my stuff. If you feel like you need a Google Meet, just you and me, just email me and we'll make a time that works. We can do that on Friday as well. But earlier in the week might be better than later. All right? So those are my Google Meets. I talked already about the grading. If you're passing both third and fourth quarter, you will pass the semester. Just be patient until all my grades have to be final in, I think it's like June 11th. Athletes, I'm really not sure how this is going to affect your fall sport, but if it's like any other one, I'm going to give you a PSA. I'm not privy to all the meetings that the head coaches have, but as an assistant coach, I'm always telling my girls to get their stuff done. And generally in the past, it's been you have to pass fourth quarter in order to play in the fall. So the semester didn't matter. It was the quarter. So just keep that in mind as you're going. I would contact your head coaches if you have questions with that and be like, is it the same or is it different? Or you could contact Mr. Steve Pack. But for the most part, you should be trying to pass your fourth quarter anyway. All right. If you have questions about if you have to retake it in summer school, please field those to Mr. Tennis or Mr. Kornick or Mrs. Eichmann. They may have some more information for you, although I don't think they'll have any information about in-person summer school for a while because everything's closed down through June. The other thing is, hold on to your, if you have a book from me, hold on to your books and your calculators and keep your eyes and ears open to Lincoln High School's Facebook, emails, just with announcements on how you're going to get those things back. They know how they're getting things to you that were in your lockers, and now they're currently working on how we get things back from you. Those things need to be in working order. Okay, so your calculators, I keep pretty darn good records, so I'm looking for a certain number. And if you have a book that also has a number, it needs to match the one that you got from the beginning of the year. If you came from a different teacher, that teacher has that information and you would return that stuff to them. All right. Friday reflections, I'll throw those out midweek again if you want to do one final one for me, and I'll get back to you. That might be a fun thing to do. Let's see here. Okay, and let's see here. So, last thing. I want to reiterate, you guys, please be patient with me as I'm grading. I feel like I'm going to have a lot of stuff to do. Last week, Thursday, I graded and I made you aware that I was taking Friday and Saturday off. And to give you an idea of the amount of late work that I get, I have over 30 emails from Google on late work from the last 2 days. So it's just easier for you guys, or for me, if you guys just get things in on time, and it'll be better for you, okay? I'm going to try to get final grades out to kids who have really been engaged the whole time, who have everything done, okay? But if I'm having kids who are playing catch up, just know that I might not do all those late emails. I might be just grading things for the kids that have handed things in on time because I want to get them their grades. They've been working for 10 weeks. And I know some of you are starting, but I'll get to you. I will get to you. Okay? Just please be patient. I know I've had some people that have been like asking me for things after 3 o'clock. Like, did you get this? Can you grade this? I'm grading as fast as I can, and I generally try not to grade too late at night because my eyes are killing me. All right? So after this week, if you're done, you're done. You don't have to worry about the week rundown videos or anything. For those of you that are still like trying to clean things up, I'm going to go through my emails as I get them with late work and whatnot. All right? Finally, for those of you in Algebra 2 who are struggling, okay, I just want you to know that one of the things we're trying to do, and for me, you know, some people have been like, gosh, you have to get like 5 out of 5 on those quick checks. Like what about partial credit? I'm giving those back to you because I want you to get things right. And I've gotten some feedback from people who are getting them back a couple times, being like, hey, thank you for that, because then I'm doing better on my tests, those assessments you're giving me. All right. So that's why I'm doing it, because I want to make sure that you know what you're doing so you're going to pass your assessments. All right. You really can't do well on those or your assessments if you're not watching the instructional videos. That is me teaching you, okay? And I have learned it is very difficult for some of you to do this. So maybe the whole summer school option is the way to go. I don't know. But it's not just really about getting like, okay, I got a passing third quarter grade and I got really close to passing fourth quarter. I'm passing the semester. I'm good to go. You got to take another class next year. And if that class is pre-calculus, I'm kind of concerned because there's some things that we did, like you're going to go to pre-calculus and they're going to be like, oh, okay, so let's start learning about the sine curve. So we did the unit circle. Where does the sine curve start? Okay, let's look at 0 degrees. Where does it start? Why does it start there? Okay, so we're going to go here. What's the period? And if you're like thinking, what's going on? you got a lot of stuff to catch up on, all right? So that's like my biggest concern is that I'm trying to get you guys we've whittled down fourth quarter to this much, to the really important stuff. And if you don't understand the really important stuff, next year is going to be more difficult, all right? So, and during this time, don't just try to get me a bunch of late work and click through things. Watch the videos. If you're really wanting to pass, watch the videos, take some notes, do the quick checks that are after the videos, see how you do on those, and then work your way that way. But if you're just taking the tests and you haven't watched the videos, it's going to be extremely difficult for you to do this stuff, all right? And I tried to make them manageable, okay? So that's just, if you have questions, ask me, okay? But I have a feeling some people I haven't seen give me things in months, and they gave me some stuff, and I'm like, oh gosh, please let it not be the click stuff, and have some quick checks done that make me feel like you know what you're doing, all right? Because I'm concerned about that. Because I want you to be ready for pre-calc. It's a tough class, all right? All right. So with that, good luck. Have a great end of your week. Be patient with me, please. I'm going to try my best to get things done as fast as I can. You guys know I don't hold on to stuff, and I don't want to hold on. I want to get it out to you, and I want you to know how you did. All right? So have a great week. Hopefully the sun shines for the next couple days. I will release all of your work for the week very soon if you want to get started. You do not need to start, but everything is due Thursday at 4 this week. Good luck.